Yep, it started. Like we're on air now. All right.
Oh, we are?
I literally just pressed the button.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right. Welcome back to episode 3 of our online portion of In the Stands Radio. They can listen to on 107.7 The Bronc. I'm with
Yeah.
JJ,
How's it
Santigata,
going, guys?
Mark Fisher.
How we doing, everybody?
All right. No Ald again. No Anzi again.
No, a bunch of
I'm
Um,
just a piece of work.
Yo, really? Like, what does it take for the kid? He's too hype about this NHL tournament. He's like flexing his thumbs.
Yeah, he's playing right now, but I don't know.
Was he playing
I
a
feel like-
60-minute game or what?
Yeah, he's
No,
probably
that-
playing 60 minutes.
Probably like I'm playing computer on All Star. That's better than all of them.
Did you guys see the competitors for the All-Star game? Like their stuff?
We were just talking about that kind of stuff. It's this is so much more fun.
I like this setup they got going.
Yeah. So they just put up today how the skills competition was, like the lineups were set for it. Do you care about like going through the relay challenge? Do you want to talk about that for like a minute?
Yeah,
Because everybody knows what that is. So everybody remembers it's the one with like the passing, like into the small nets. There's the one-timers, puck control, which is like the in between the pucks, like deke, which is my favorite part. Oh wait, I don't know, but the one-timers, Central versus Pacific Division, you have Keith, Suter, and Tarasenko for the Central, and then for the Pacific, Pavelski, Kessler, Carter. The passers for the Central is McKinnon. For the Pacific, Horvat. I think the Central takes that. Do you think so?
I don't. I mean, these skills competitions, I don't really care who wins them. It's mainly just for the fans. Like,
Yeah, it's not really.
I don't think it really matters. Like, oh my God, the Pacific won that one. They're so much better. Like,
Yeah,
it
they're not
matters because of the game, but
a little bit. Yeah, I mean, like they're not gonna be like, yeah, oh, they're that much better.
yeah. I mean, it's just honestly for the fans and for the players just to like have some fun if they're playing 50 games in 3 months.
yeah, just kind of take a break. All right. Passing, Tays versus Doughty.
Tays got that one.
Tays.
Yeah.
Doughty's not having a good year this year. I understand it's the All-Star game and everything, but he's just not having the year that he's been expected to have.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I mean, and
coming
he's
off of Norris, which he didn't deserve.
Yeah, he's had such high expectations this year. I mean, Bozzy said he didn't deserve it. I mean, I could see why.
I don't think he
thought
deserved it last year either. No way.
Carlson should have deserved it, or Burns, both over him.
Or Burns. Yeah, I was gonna say Burns, but it looks like
Carlson was a
Burns
pretty
is
good
gonna
player.
take it this year.
If Doughty even is like in Norris Trophy talk this year, I just give up. I give up. I'm done.
Justin Schultz should be a better Norris candidate than him. Honestly.
Oh, jeez.
Like he has a point.
Honestly.
No, I
like they haven't.
I can
had
see where you're
Christmas
coming
all
from,
year.
man. I know he's been great, but
I'm just saying that like that's an exaggeration. But I mean, seriously, Doughty is. I mean, he's a glue of that team, but I mean, him and Kopitar have to pick it up if they want to make a serious.
Yeah, and another thing, Kopitar's playing awful, and those two players, they're playing really bad. Jeff Carter, I just saw a stat, has like 23% of their team goals.
Oh, he's unbelievable.
And another big reason they're making a push for the playoffs, my man, Peter Buda.
Your fantasy wizard.
He is honestly pickup of the year for me, I think.
Pickup of the year. What was that? The Brian Elliott swap?
That was the Brian Elliott swap. You're correct.
That's huge.
So his stats: 22, 14, and 3, 206 goals against average, and 919 save percentage. I mean, those are elite numbers.
That's great.
No, they are. No, they are. Honestly, Fisher, they are elite numbers. I'm not saying he's an elite goalie. Those are just
He's definitely not an elite goalie. He's just
this year he's been
playing really good hockey right now.
Yeah,
well, and we were talking about this earlier. Like when Quick went down, we were like, "Oh, are they going to be a playoff bubble team?" and some of us did say yes, and he's been the main reason why they are a bubble team right now. Because Kopitar's been missing.
He's played
Doughty
all
hasn't
but
been
7
the same.
games. Jeez.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Like when Quick went down and we were talking about like, oh, like I don't think this team is gonna be a playoff team. We were all like, maybe. I honestly had some doubt in the back of my mind, like, yeah, like Quick out. I don't think this team's gonna have it, and I'm sure like 90% of the people out there thought the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think about that a lot, like with some of the teams in the league too. I mean, what was another team battling injuries? Florida without Huberto or Barkov, and they're missing a bunch of people, but they're 4 points out of a playoff spot.
Yeah,
like in the Eastern.
And you could honestly even say that for the Lightning. Like they've been missing Stamkos literally all season. I think he played maybe 10 games, maybe.
And every team is still in it. They're 6 points out.
The thing,
I know that division is scary.
Yeah, and the thing, going back to the Lightning, I mean, the Lightning probably have to be, I would say, I mean, other than the Devils, probably a big letdown this year. Because even without Stamkos, you would still expect them to be like a playoff.
They didn't have Stamkos all the playoffs last year.
Exactly.
No,
and they just
Drouin turned up hard.
Yeah, Drouin's been playing well, but all year it's been a goaltending problem for them.
Yeah, I mean, Bishop was battling injuries, and when he's healthy, he's fine. Vasilevsky's still not adapting to being a number one goalie at all. Yeah.
So,
with 23, but
so with that controversy they've been having this year, Bishop went down. They brought in Vasilevsky. Like, all right, let's see what this kid's got.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't show much. Do the Tampa Bay Lightning let Ben Bishop walk come the offseason? Or give him up to Vegas? Like, what does Vegas do?
I think, before they were going to let him go they were going to leave him unprotected for the draft anyway. I think they were planning on that. But do you even contemplate trading him if you don't feel like your team's going to make the playoffs anyway? Why not try and get something for him? Trade him to a team like Dallas, who's struggling this year, but can still contend. I mean, they have 50 points. 53 is what Calgary's at in the playoffs. They're 3 points out. Why not trade him there where Niemi's been pulled like 4 straight games, so Dallas can have a chance to and get something back? Maybe take on Niemi's contract and then get a first-round pick or get a second or get something back for him instead of just letting him go for free.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I mean, you got to shop him at the trade deadline because it's just been such a disappointment. I don't think that they could make it back to the bubble right now because the conference is just so tight. But
everything is so.
Vasilevsky has the potential to be that guy. He hasn't shown it this year, but I think if you shop Bishop and you get something like a pick or two, then that'll be fine.
Yeah, but then if you do shop Bishop and you rely on Vasilevsky and he does really bad for two seasons, that's 2 straight seasons, the Lightning don't make the playoffs, things are starting to look a little weird now. You shop Bishop. Now you have to rely on another AHL goalie to come up and replace Vasilevsky. So I don't know. I think the Lightning should keep Bishop. He's proven he's a number one goaltender, and you never want to just give up a number one goaltender because you have a player that has potential.
Yeah, Vasilevsky's had a better year than Bishop so far, and he's been solid through his career. For as short as it's been, but how much can you put on a 22-year-old just like that? Instead of, you look at Matt Murray, Matt Murray took his team to the Stanley Cup. Different situation. Fleury was hurt. But when you trade away a starting goaltender and make him your starter, it's like, all right, it's on you now, instead of being like, well, it's your turn to step up. If you don't, we still have this guy. But now it's all on you.
Yeah.
So it's how you can kind of adapt to the situation. I'm not going to be racist, but he's Russian. Russians don't care about any of that.
That's true. Look at Radulov.
Exactly. They really don't care.
He's doing well this year, though.
Oh, Radulov is unbelievable. Him and Galchenyuk, when he came back, oh my God. They look scary to play against. They look like the Sedins at times. They know exactly where each other are.
Yeah, but they're doing really bad right now, Montreal.
Yeah, Galchenyuk went back down with an injury. This was Price's worst month, I think, in 3 years. Somebody I saw tweet.
Yeah, really bad. He got the boot from my team.
It was 8-8. Yeah, cool. He's on the wire.
I traded him.
traded him?
Yep.
What?
I got Sidney
I'm not gonna-
Crosby.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, who did you make that trade with? Hold on.
Dougie.
Oh my Doug.
What?
Who are your other goalies? You have Budai and who else?
I have Buddha, Jake Allen, and recently acquired, just off a shutout, Mikey Smith.
I mean, that's solid. I mean, getting Sidney Crosby for Gary. All right. Doug should have done his homework
And,
a little bit. But
well, the trade was Jake Allen, Sidney Crosby, and Jonathan Drouin, and I gave him Ryan Johansson, Carey Price, and a first-round pick.
the first round pick kills you.
I don't really care. I have 2 seconds, a third, and 2 fifths.
Okay. That'll make up for it, I guess. You just have to live without that first.
Whatever. I beat Fisher in fantasy this week. I'm happy.
Hey, it's
Unbelievable.
great. It's great not having the stress on like Sunday of like not worrying about losing on the last day.
It actually is.
Like
Like, I
it's
know
good.
no games are going to be played anymore, so I'm like, all right, well, I won.
Like
Yeah,
I'm up 9 to 10.
security.
I was like, sweet.
Yeah,
All right. What?
I don't know. Nothing. Continue.
Nothing. All right. Bat. So, all right. Quick little thing on two funny things I was looking at. Me and Fisher before you got on here, JJ, were looking at some of like the other things with the skills competition for the accuracy shooting. Guess who's going at it in the Metro division? Metro versus Atlantic for accuracy.
Was it Wayne Simmons?
No. Okposo versus Tavares, who
Wow.
I would love, and Matthews versus Crosby.
Wow.
That's a great matchup right there. And then in the West, it's Line versus McDavid and Kane versus Carter.
Let's fucking go, Line.
Yo, that's
Shit.
how crazy would it be if Matthews and Line made it to the finals of that? Matthews takes down the best player in the world. Line takes down the second best player in the world. Like,
And then Line takes down Matthews.
not happy. Actually, yeah, I agree.
Accuracy? I don't know.
Yeah, accuracy.
Accuracy?
Yeah, come on.
I think Line A wins that, yeah. Matthews
Yeah,
has a
come
great
on.
shot, but Line A shot's unbelievable. It's best.
He's so
in the world.
pinpoint with it.
I know. It's Ovechkin like. And then for the hardest shot, this is another fun one. So the first one for Atlantic versus Metro is Hedman versus Jones, which is I don't know why Seth Jones is in the tournament. It should be Werenski, but that's just me.
That's literally the perfect thing to describe it. Just like
Eh.
really.
But then the second one is Weber versus Ovechkin.
That's a
Wow,
good
that's
one.
going to be a good one.
That'll be fun. And then the other one is Line versus Burns, Subban versus Doughty. I think they should rig it and make it Weber versus Subban in the final.
Line versus who?
No, Subban versus Weber in the final.
Subban versus Weber, okay.
I think that would be
They're
fun.
doing this they're making these matchups on purpose.
Oh, 100%.
Like the
Oh,
Tavares Akaposo, Crosby Matthews, Line McDavid,
100%.
Weber Subban. What's the NHL trying to do here?
As you said, make it for the fans. Who doesn't want to see Weber Ovechkin in the first round of a hardest shot competition?
Who doesn't want to see the two players that got traded for each other go against each other?
Well, yeah. I mean, they have to split it up by division, though. That's why.
How about completely off topic, but I'm looking at something right now. How about this? Vancouver Canucks making the playoffs as the last wild card spot.
I don't see it.
I
think
don't
Ryan
know.
Miller- I think Ryan Miller cools off, and I think they can't solely rely on Bo Horvat and
Yeah.
Henrik Sedin to carry the team.
They got the Sedins, Horvat. What's the other guy's name? It's like Bertucci or something.
Barchi, Sven Barchi,
Yeah, and then Gronlin.
and Stetcher is their young defenseman who's actually been doing really well for them. But
Hey,
I don't say it. I don't say it at all.
I don't know. They're 1 point away.
How about this? I'm looking at the standings now. In the Pacific, San Jose 64 points, Edmonton 64 points, Anaheim 63 points.
Yeah, right.
That's going to be St.
Anaheim's
Louis
been
is in a wild
quiet this year, but they're good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
They've been quiet, but like good. Like
They-
I really haven't heard much about them this year.
because I mean, you're not hearing as much about like Perry and Getzlaff are carrying the team. It's like Kessler's more of the team carrier right now, but they're just getting scoring by committee. Cam Fowler's looking unbelievable in a year where everybody thought he was going to get traded in the off season.
Still
I mean,
possible.
It still is, very much is. But I mean, if you're in a playoff spot, why not just hold on to him? Make one last final go for the cup before you might have to get rid of him.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think. I don't like. I mean, we've seen it for what? How many times have we
they
seen
made it?
Anaheim go to the playoffs and then lose?
They're like the
first
new.
round?
They're like the new San Jose. It's like they're so good. Oh, this is their year. Oh, never mind.
Fisher doesn't like that too much.
San
what, the
Jose.
San Jose
San
comment?
Jose
The
used to be
San Jose
awful
remark.
Oh
in the
yeah, no,
playoffs.
I agree. I'm just glad that they snapped that like last year. They didn't win at all.
I don't think they have a shot at it this year either.
I don't know. It's tough to tell because like they're just so full of veterans and like you know what like it's totally different from like regular season to the playoffs and I don't know. It's tough to see right now.
I do think it's fair to say that a Eastern Conference team is going to win the Stanley Cup.
Eastern Conference. You think?
Yeah.
I mean, how crazy is it right now to think like you're gonna have like you could possibly have like an Edmonton Calgary if Calgary gets hot and Anaheim falls off an Edmonton Calgary first round matchup, or
That'd
even
be a
if
great one.
or even if Edmonton passes San Jose and gets Calgary that's in the wild card spot, that could be a matchup. You can have Ottawa versus Toronto, Montreal versus Toronto, Toronto versus Boston, Montreal, Boston. All these different crazy matchups are all in place. I love this. How it's set up right now. All these like old rivalries coming back. I mean, hell, you could even have like Rangers versus Boston, which is always a crazy thing going on.
What year was it when they played in the playoffs?
2011?
Yeah, I think
or was it 2012?
I think it was
No,
2012, 20.
I think it was 2013
or okay, one of those because I remember the Rangers
wasn't it
beat the Penguins in that series and then went on to play Boston.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
I think it was.
That was when the Rangers went to the Stanley Cup final. So 2014.
Yeah, Rangers went in 2014.
Wasn't it that year that they beat Boston in like a 7-game series?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
No, they beat. Yeah.
They beat the Pens and the Caps.
Then third team.
Montreal.
Oh, right.
Kreider, Rand Price.
I remember that.
My man. That's a possible playoff matchup, I think, too, right?
Anything is actually anything's possible.
I can't believe the Rangers are in
the
Rangers are in the first wild card spot with 63 points.
I saw something where it's like the Atlantic Division, the fourth team in the division is on pace for getting 91 points. Same with the Central, same with the Pacific. In the Metro, the fourth place team is going to get like 105 points, something like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy how good
Pittsburgh
the Metro's been.
65 points in 48 games.
And they're in third place in the division. In any other division, they're minus the Central. They would be in first in the division. Like, it's insane.
Why are the Capitals in first again?
I said because they have Ovechkin, and they have Backstrom, and they have Kuznetsov who's getting hot, and Burakovsky, and Holtby's playing. Like
Burakovsky. I think every single time I think every time I check the NHL scores and I'll look like, oh, Capitals are winning. Every single time Burakovsky has a goal and an assist. Every single time.
Unreal. I'm just like looking at him. He had like a really hot start to the year and then like died. Literally was a healthy scratch. And then he just came back. I think it was against the Penguins, the Flyers, or the Leafs, I think it was. And he had like 2 goals and an assist in a game. And ever since then, he's been on a tear.
He has to be on a point streak right now.
I think it was just snapped or something like that.
Well, he had a point last night, so it definitely wasn't snapped.
Not last night, but it may have been like snapped a couple nights ago.
Oh.
But I mean, this is the first time with this new like setup with the standings. I mean, I forget what year this was put in place, or I actually feel like it's so competitive, where it's actually a good idea. You know what I mean?
I haven't checked out. You know what I haven't checked out? The scoring race.
I have it set up points,
Just in general,
like
like
just
assists and everything.
I have it up on my screen right now. So to quickly give you a rundown, I just pressed on something. And first place is McDavid with 59 points. Then Crosby and Malkin Crosby has 55. Malkin has 54. Burns has 51. Brad Marchand has 49. He's in fifth. Kane is sixth with 49. Scheifele seventh with 48.
There he is.
Vladimir Tarasenko in eighth with 47. Sagan ninth with 47. Backstrom in 10th with 47. And runner to that is Atkinson, Draisaitl, Kessel, Ovechkin, Kucherov. Round out like top 15. Nikolai Ehlers is in 16th. Wow. So, I mean...
Yeah, he's having a year.
Yeah.
Ehlers is having a year.
Talk about it. Playing with Line and Scheifele at times. What a young gun line. That's been unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Ehlers from?
That line's been playing very well. It's just that they were having trouble with goaltending recently. But the past couple of games, I think that they've been playing very well. The one game was without Line A, but when Line A came back, it was just revamp that line.
Last night.
Yeah.
They were down what, 2-0? No, they were. Who they play last night?
I think it was 2-1, and then they ended up winning 5-3.
Wow.
Yeah, they won 5-3. They were down 2 or 3-0.
My boy Carlson's my boy Carlson's having a bit of a down year.
Eric EK.
Eric Carlson, he's only got 39 points this year.
Oh, poor him.
Ugh.
Is he second in it defensive?
Poor
scoring?
him.
He's on.
Yeah, he's second.
Behind Burns, who's playing.
And then, Burns at 51.
Yeah. When you look at goals, Sidney Crosby's in first. You know who's in second place in goals?
Cam Atkinson. I'm looking at it right now.
You're looking at it? That's on. Matthews is fifth.
Yeah.
And then Scheifele line.
Check out number 13. Tell me if that name looks familiar.
Former New York Islander and Toronto Maple Leaf, Michael Grabner.
Michael Grabner. 21 goals.
What's ridiculous is I think he was all like just even strength goals too. It's not even like he's on the power play. He's on the penalty kill. He's like 3 penalty kill goals too.
Yeah, he doesn't play the power play.
Yeah, no way.
There's a lot of weird names in this goals right now. Like just looking at it.
15th.
Like Patrick Maroon, Patrick Eves.
Well, Maroon's a beneficiary of the McDavid effect. So
yeah, that's true.
But
Andrews, like the Islanders, Lee, freaking
Anders Lee. Yeah, I mean
Justin William.
I mean, still like I don't.
What is going on
early.
this year?
What is going on?
This is a weird year, but it seems very balanced.
It is very balanced.
Like nobody's running away with the points race. Nobody's running away with the goal pace, or like in the standings, nobody's head over heels better. Like where they can't be caught, like the Capitals last year, who everybody knew. Okay, they're the President's Trophy winning team without a doubt. Every team has a chance to make the playoffs. Every team has a chance to have a player win the points race. Every team can make the playoffs. Just 2 hot weeks can make a team in the playoff spot in a wild card. Any team.
Look at the Capitals. 2 hot weeks. They made them in the the Avalanche. Yeah.
And especially now with Varlamov out for the year.
No. He really wasn't the greatest when he was in that to begin with. So,
well, he was better than not. Than whatever they're going to put in there next. But
so do you think all the talk about making the NHL goals bigger? Do you think they're going to do that after this year?
No. I mean, just the other night, it was like 7-1. The Penguins beat the Hurricanes. You're seeing a 5-3 game between, what's it called? Chicago versus Winnipeg. I mean, goal scoring is not an issue in my opinion. It never has been. Because you're always. I mean, how many 10-goal games have we seen this year?
There's
Two.
been a good amount, yeah.
Well,
I think
combined.
Montreal's been in like 3 10-goal games. Like, it's
Well,
ridiculous.
combined
No.
between the two teams.
No, just one team getting it.
Oh, there's been 2.
I thought there's been like at least 3 or 4 of them. No,
One Columbus did to
Montreal, and then
Montreal did to someone else.
Minnesota, I think.
No. Who was it? Maybe Ottawa. I feel like that rings a bell. I don't know. I'm not checking.
Oh, Avalanche. Never mind.
Oh well, that says a lot.
Yeah, they won 10-1, and then it was a 10-0 loss to Columbus. Like, it's just weird this year. It's a good weird in my opinion, though. Like,
I think the NHL it's been real good this year, and
something's been done right, in my opinion. Like, I don't know what changed or how it changed. Maybe it might be every team, players auditioning, being like, I don't want to go to Vegas. I want you to protect me. I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's just a weird, wacky year. Just
maybe players in the NHL woke up and they're like, "Wow, what have I been doing my whole career? Let me score some goals."
Yeah,
Cam Atkinson, Michael Grabner,
Nick
Michael
Foligno,
Grabner.
JT Miller, Patrick Maroon.
Nick Foligno had a 30-goal year. That's fine.
Patrick Maroon, Patrick Eves. Has anyone heard of Patrick Eves before this year?
Yeah, he played for Boston. He was part of the Louis Eriksson trade. Bang.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, like, has he done anything in his career that was substantial to make his name out there?
I think he won a cup.
No.
Other than that, nothing.
He has 19 goals this year.
He plays with Sagan and Ben. Maroon.
He plays with Sagan and Ben on the power play.
Okay. But still. I mean, Maroon is probably the happiest guy in the world because he gets to play with Connor McDavid. Honestly.
Yeah.
I could probably score 20 goals if you put me with McDavid and had him teach me how to do things. All I would do is go to the net.
If I played with McDavid, I would make him the goal scorer instead of him making me the goal scorer.
Okay. You go with that. You couldn't hold his skates going into the rink.
What do you mean? I feel like me and McDavid would get along real well on the ice.
You would compliment each other's plays?
Yeah. I'll bring the playmaking, he'll bring the goal scoring.
There you go.
You bring the wheels, he brings the grit.
Exactly.
That's what that'll occur now. Oh my God.
I wish I played forward in my career.
I wish I played goaltender. That would be fun.
Yeah, screw that.
Yeah, no way.
I don't know how goalies do that.
Because it's fun. And
It's
they're
really
all
not
messed up in their head. Look at our goalies, how messed up they are in the head. Look at Ange. Like, come on.
No, goalies are mad weird though.
All of them. Like, I've never met CJ's the most normal goalie I've ever met.
Nah, he's weird. He's weird.
But then when you get to know him,
he's weird in like his own way. Like, he's a normal kid, but he's also weird. Like they have like these weird tendencies, goalies. Like,
because they want to step in front of an 80-mile-per-hour shot.
They have these weird routines. Like, Ange wears a baseball glove under his glove.
He wants to be Henrik Lundqvist. Come on.
Lundqvist doesn't wear a baseball glove. He wears it's I don't even know what it is. It's just literally like
custom, like, I don't know.
I don't know what it is either, but it's not a baseball glove.
It's just weird. And how mad they get, like, if you talk to them before a game. I played with something like that. They get, like, mad at you.
I have too.
Dude, calm down.
I've played with some kids that would make their parents like scream at them if they were doing bad.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. I played with some weird kids.
Same. I played with Mark Fisher.
Yeah, I heard that kid.
And Pat Auld.
Yeah, Pat Auld is definitely the worst out of all of them.
That's mean.
Did
He would get upset.
Bozzy, did you see the snap I sent you yesterday?
Which one?
It was the Alden the Maryland film.
Oh my!
Oh boy.
This kid literally was standing in front of the net and takes away the guy without the puck, not the one crashing, going with the puck on a breakaway.
Oh
He was
boy.
on a mini breakaway from the top of the circle, and all takes the other guy.
Dude, just watch the Maryland film game, second period when they score their second goal. Because what was it, 3-2 the final?
Yeah, in an overtime or in a shootout.
After 4-7 goes posting in, potential game winner. All lets up this awful goal, and they tie the game.
Yeah, but we know that whole game was started by that nasty nip from DJ Nader.
Oh, it actually was. But
yeah.
you know, wait. If you go back on the game film and you watch how DJ Nader how that play started, it wouldn't have started without 4-7 chipping the puck up to Bobby.
It wouldn't have started without me getting off the ice for him.
Exactly, because if that was you, you wouldn't have done that.
No, I would have drove the net wide, got the puck on net, maybe crashed the net for a number 6 goal. Or number 6-9.
Yeah. Who's number 6?
Cole.
Cole.
There you go.
I always get Cole and Vinny mixed up because their numbers are similar.
I get Vinny and what's his face, Larry, mixed up all the time.
I have some good news to tell you guys. I'm not going to disclose it on the air though.
Nah, that's fine.
It's not good news at all. It's actually really bad news, but I'm just going to say it's good news.
Yeah.
That's fine. That'll be fun to talk about. All right.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Damn, that's a tease and a half.
Yeah, you guys, you're literally never going to guess what it is. It's probably the worst news I ever received in my life.
Oh boy.
What are you playing? What are you with all tomorrow?
No. But wait, actually you bring that up. That's funny. I know we're supposed to be talking NHL, but we'll talk ACHA for now.
Oh, ACHA.
Okay,
heroes.
ACHA, in case any random person from another country is listening to this, because it has happened before, ACHA is like right under NCAA pretty much for college hockey. That's the best way to describe it.
There's 3 different divisions, D1, D2, D3. So yesterday in the game film, the whole first period I watched all 3 periods, sat down, didn't move, watched all 3 periods. And all the Needles played regular minutes in the first period.
Yeah.
And I wanted to email coach and be like, is this the right game that I'm watching right now?
Is this Monmouth? And even then, like, he didn't put them out against Monmouth that much. But Old has gotten better. I will say that. Kind of. JJ's just staring at the screen.
No. I'm reading my phone. I'm reading my phone. Look at the message Anji just sent in the group chat. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm like trying to keep up with that too. Like
points is obviously first, then goal differential is the tiebreaker. 8 teams make the play. Dude, what the hell?
What the hell is
sitting in NHL.
What is
we're sitting in NHL. This is the easiest way to do it. We're having an NHL 17 tournament, a bunch of guys on the team, and what the best way to do it is we have 10 to 15 guys doing it or whatever. Make
13.
a double elimination bracket. Whoever moves on goes in the winner's bracket, then there's a loser's bracket, and then go from there. Don't make up
Listen
different
to
divisions.
Anji's message was 4 games for everyone, 2 home and 2 away. And for everyone who is using their room, you'll be in your room for 3 of the 4 games, but on the road for 2 and home for 2.
What?
Hold on.
What is this?
Hold on. Dude, you'll like I'm about to send the message in the chat. This is turning into a terrible thing. We're doing.
Oh boy. I think you're both typing.
Yeah, we're literally like. Yeah, this is awful podcasting, whatever we're doing. This is terrible.
Yeah, we got off topic very fast.
Yeah, we really did. That's my bad too, guys.
Oh, we got.
All right, well, we can talk about something else because I'm in the midst of writing an article and I've been reading some articles about the NHL draft coming up.
Okay, like Nolan Patrick and them.
Yeah,
no.
Nolan
And the
Patrick.
Finnish guy.
Yeah, the Finnish guy who is supposedly I don't know. I was looking at all these guys and dude, I don't think there's one American this upcoming draft.
There's one, but he's not like unbelievable. I think it's Caleb Jones.
Yeah, I know. I've heard of him.
I think it's Caleb, unless he was already drafted. I'll look him up on Hockey DB. I think he's the one.
I think he was already. I think he was already drafted. Actually,
I'll look it up. Oh yeah, he was drafted by the Oilers. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought he didn't get drafted. But
I'm gonna butcher some of these names, but Nico Heishire of the Halifax Mooseheads QMJHL, Nolan Patrick, Brandon Wheaton, whatever they're called, WHL,
Heischer,
Gabriel Velarde. Dude, I don't know any of these names.
Velarde, Timothy Ligerin. That's the Finnish guy that was actually supposed to go compete with Nolan Patrick for the #1 spot. I heard he's a not as good version of Erik Karlsson, but he's still supposed to be very good.
I heard that this kid Owen Tippett's supposed to be real good.
Oh yeah, Dave Tippett's son, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Coach of
and Matthew Strome,
the other Strome brother.
Yeah,
There's another one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, yo, the Stromes are low key a great family. They're gonna be the next Stahl brothers.
I gotta send you guys this link. Boss, you would know better than me if this is accurate or not. I don't know. I feel like this isn't too accurate.
Yeah, if you send.
Can I send it in Can I send it in like that chat thing we had going?
There's like a chat thing you can send it to me there.
All right, I just sent it.
All right, I'll open it up and look at it really quick to see if it's like good or not.
Is that the message sound?
Yeah, I just sent the message in that thing.
Oh. I was very alarmed by that.
Wait, Miro Heiskanen? Why'd you send me him? Or are you just looking at like mock drafts?
I sent you his bio.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I must have clicked on the link.
I see. Well, I mean, do you want me to look at the whole draft in general?
I'll send it to you right now.
I'm looking at the draft on that website.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. No, I mean, I trust it to an extent. I mean, a lot of them are the same. I usually just stick with like an Elliot Freeman or Bob McKenzie, who put out like their half-year rankings. But yeah, a bunch of these names are very similar. I still think Patrick will probably go first to Colorado. He's the best player. Sad thing is he's not even – I don't want to say he's not that good, but I mean he's not to the extent of Austin Matthews or Connor McDavid. Plain and simple, he's not that
I forget who they were comparing him to. I just read an article on it. Oh, here it is, actually.
What was it?
Where is it?
Wasn't McKinnon, was it?
No. Oh, here it is. He reminds me of guys like Sam Reinhart, Leon Draisaitl.
Yeah.
He's not flashy, but so good and smart. Peter Sullivan, NHL Central Scoutings. That's what he said.
Okay. I think I read the exact same thing as you. I don't know why I thought somebody said McKinnon. But, I mean, he's not going to be an NHL center. I feel like he's just going to be put on the wing. He's 6'1", which is tall, but I think he's going to be put on the wing on a team.
They say he has potential to be a #1 center.
Potential is one thing. I mean, from like I've seen some
of the actually, they said Patrick has the skill set required of a #1 center in the NHL.
Yeah. He can be. How much does that work out? Not usually that well. Depends on what team he goes to. If he goes on to a team like Arizona, they would probably put him at center. You put him on a team like Colorado, depending on what they do with McKinnon and Duchesne to see. Like we talked on the radio on Tuesday about who's going to get traded, Landeskog or Duchesne. If they keep Duchesne and McKinnon, there's no point in keeping Nolan Patrick as a third-line center. Maybe they do what Toronto did this year with Matthews and put him as your third-line center just for 1 year. But Matthews has better key pieces around him to play with him. Who's he going to play with? Drew McGinley, if he decides to stay, is he going to play with well, not Alex Tanguay. I still think he's on the Avalanche. Who
I'll play with what's his name?
Who Mikko Rantanen, or is he Montreal?
Grigorenko.
Oh, Grigorenko. That's what I was thinking of. But I mean, at that point, he has nothing around him in Colorado to. I mean, you would be forced to play him with McKinnon or Duchesne. Unless you want to destroy his development.
Yeah, you have to put him with a guy like McKinnon or Duchesne. But I think Duchesne is so open. He said he's open to being traded. He said it's part of the business. He doesn't care. And I feel like that's him also saying, like, you know what, like,
get me the heck out of here.
I think it's better if I get traded. So let me go along with this. Like, let me show sign of like I'm okay with it.
Like I mean, Matt Duchesne is a number one center in this league. Can you all agree with that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like, he is a number one center without a doubt. But on Colorado, he can't play up to his full potential. Put him on a team. Like I'm just saying, for example, the Rangers. Put him on a line with Kreider and Zuccarello. How great would that line be? With the speed and the tenacity that line could bring.
That would, with the speed, that'd be great.
So let's talk some trades then.
I mean, he won't go to the Rangers.
What's the rumors going around town? No, like around just around town. Just like around Ryder. What's the rumors of trade? NHL trades.
All of them?
Yeah.
Shattenkirk to Toronto is one.
What?
Shattenkirk to Toronto, yes. That is one. They have an abundance of wingers in the minors. That St. Louis wants because they're weak on wingers. And he's only on a 2-year. I think it's this year, next year left, and Toronto can fit him under their cap to help them with.
I think this year's his last year. No, this year might be his last year.
It is a half year left on this deal.
Yeah.
So for Toronto, I've heard the Rangers with Shattenkirk. That's one other one.
I heard Boston maybe.
Boston is another one. I'm just trying to think. For some reason, I heard the Devils in that talk as well because they wanted to trade for Shattenkirk and then sign him. That's what they wanted to do, which would be crazy if they can pull that off.
I know Shattenkirk wants to go to a team that is in playoff contention right now.
That's the difference, is they're not really in playoff contention. But could he put them – if you had a top two defenseman, and do you agree that he's a top two defenseman? At least a top three defenseman?
Kevin Shattenkirk?
Top two, top three defenseman. Do you agree?
Top two defenseman, absolutely.
You put him on that team with Taylor Hall, with
I still don't think so.
Henrique.
I still don't think
with Corey Schneider that has to have a better second half, and they're only 6 or 7 points out of the playoff spot. I think it's feasible. Personally, it's feasible.
I don't know.
I don't think so, Bozzy. I'm sorry.
I don't think so either.
I don't think Kevin Shattenkirk is that good.
I'm not saying that it's top two defensemen can make a huge difference, though. I heard rumblings in the offseason that he was going to go to Pittsburgh, and I laughed at that. I was like, well, what magic salary cap number will they have to get put up for that? That's another one. So I think that's what the Kevin Shattenkirk, his main stuff is New York, Toronto, New York, Toronto, Boston, New Jersey were the 4 that I remember looking at. Landeskog. Chicago was a big one. I know that because they're dying for wingers. But they would most likely have to give up something like Trevor Van Riemsdyk to get him. That's what I heard was the trade that was on the table for Landeskog.
Another team that's looking to shop their veteran forwards and get like prospects. The Coyotes, they're looking to move Rabada and Hanzo.
And Doan.
Really?
Doan came out and said, if it helps the team, I will waive my no trade clause. And it's just I have a hard time still picturing Jerome McGinley not in a Calgary jersey. I don't know what I would see with Shane Doan in any other jersey.
Shane Doan's him in another jersey is gonna be so weird. There's no way he's leaving.
Unless it's Winnipeg, then it's fine.
Well, true.
That's where he started, so it's fine.
No, let him go. Let him go to Toronto and play with Matthews.
That would be funny, but they don't need any wingers.
They don't need anyone, honestly. They just need one solid defenseman.
They need one more defenseman. I'm like looking at it. They're about to have, if Marner wins Rookie of the Month for January, which it's really looking like he will. They will have three different rookies win Rookie of the Month.
What?
So, which Nylander won in October, I think in December.
Not on me.
Matthews won it, and then January Marner, which is insane.
Nylander won it in October?
Yep. Remember when he had that really hot streak? And while everybody was... Hold on.
And he's been cold ever since. Yeah, I'm still so shocked that the Maple Leafs are this good with Marner, Nylander, Hyman, Brown, Matthews. That's insane.
Yeah, they're all young, so like they're all like just want to get into the game and like they're all energized every game and all that stuff. So like, I mean,
but I don't think I've ever seen that in an NHL team.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Never seen this. I don't believe, but
not that I could remember. Where the Maple Leafs and they're rookies.
It's unprecedented.
Has there ever been an occasion like this before in the NHL?
79 Oilers?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much. I mean,
no, but seriously, since we've been alive, has there been something like this?
Since we've been alive, I don't think so, right?
Possibly. What are they? The Detroit Red Wings, but I don't think that's a little before our time when they got. That's a little bit before. It's like end of the 80s.
When it was Yzerman.
When it was Yzerman, then they got
Fedorov,
and they had the whole Russians come in. That was the last time. Maybe New Jersey when they got Brodeur, and they got everybody to bring in there. But nothing to this extent where a team where it's like, okay, they have another year or two left in their rebuild, all of a sudden is here and now. Frederik Andersen, in my opinion, has been their MVP.
Did you see that? Did you see the stat that was just released recently on him?
What, where his save percentage is the second highest after Dubnyk or something like that? After the month of October?
It's the second highest since the first 5 games of the season.
It's without... Okay, people didn't talk about how Matthews is fifth in goal scoring.
He missed training camp also.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And everybody talks about how, Matthews is the most important player of that team. They lose Matthews, they lose everything. No. You still have 2 solid lines with Nylander and Kadri and Komarov, Marner, Bozak, Van Riemsdyk. If you lose Frederik Andersen, you're going to play Curtis McElhinney. Who wants a team focused on Curtis McElhinney? Who's their new backup, by the way, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, I know. I picked him up in fantasy the other day.
Who actually played in his 2 games that he's played, he's done really well.
No, he did. He made 33 saves last night.
Against the Flyers. And
they lost 2-1, but...
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else you can... Which was an awful game by the NHL because you had the Flyers playing New York the previous night and Toronto playing... was it Detroit the night before?
Yeah.
It was like, okay, NHL, what are you doing? But, I mean, Toronto's just been a team, and they're still so deep in their system. They have Kapanen, they have Leipzig, and... Andreas Johnson, I think, is another young.
They have young defensemen too that just aren't.
Travis Dermott is one of them.
Like progressing like a lot, like a Matthews and a Marner and a Nylander, but they still have the potential. I like to say.
Look at Morgan Riley, who seems like a veteran, is only 23 years old.
Exactly.
Gardner's 24. Zaitsev's 24, who's a rookie in the league who's playing outstanding for a guy just coming over playing in North American ice for his first time.
Yeah.
I mean, you add one more defenseman to take over that Hunwick-Polak pair, and then all of a sudden they're a scary team. Because if you can give them that speed and that like aggressiveness in the playoffs under Babcock, who knows what can happen.
And I just want to make note of this because Laine is going to win the Calder, but Laine has one more point than Austin Matthews, 2 more assists, 1 less goal, but he also has played 3 less games
I don't. What? Hold on.
What do you, Line?
Line has one more point than him. Oh yeah.
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 Oh right, because
He has 2 more assists and 1 less goal, but he's also played 3 less games.
yeah.
He's winning the Calder.
I don't think he's. I think I don't know.
Who? I mean, who else would win it? I mean,
It's all stats. It's no team. It's no like, he was the most important to his team.
I mean, Matt Murray has a .921 save percentage this year.
oh boy.
How can you not look at that? No, I'm being serious. How can you not look at that? He has a .921 save percentage, 17 wins. In my opinion, the top 4 for consideration for the Calder: Line, Matthews, Murray, Werenski. Who's the most valuable to their team?
Yeah, but like the NHL doesn't look at that.
Yeah, they don't look at
that. It's all stats.
I mean,
we're not getting into this either because anything we say, it doesn't matter because that's what they don't look at that at all.
Exactly. As
much as we want to say, okay, yes, Matt Murray is the most valuable, but we can also argue he's not because Marc-Andre Fleury's right there behind him. He might not have played well, but he also isn't seeing so much time. Murray's taking the time away from him. When you take time away from a goalie, how can you expect him to perform night in and night out when he's seeing 1 game a week?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. You could say Murray because yes, the Penguins do win games and he's a big part of why they win games. But the NHL just looks at Line had 75 points this year.
Yeah, that's fair.
So.
I mean, it's all up for debate. Like, it's still unclear now. I mean, for all we know, Line can hit a wall. Matthews can hit a wall. Anything can happen.
I hope
It's
also after the All-Star game, Line goes on a hot point streak, and Matthews hits a little bit of a wall, so Line can just surpass him by a little bit to make him win that Calder. Definitely.
So let's put it this way. Say Line ends with more points. Say he ends with 70 points, right? Matthews ends with 65. Toronto makes the playoffs. Winnipeg doesn't. Does that make a difference or no?
We just talked about this.
No, I'm just saying. But playoffs actually indicate something.
Who won the Calder last year?
Artemi Panarin.
And who were the other nominations for it?
Connor McDavid and I'll look it up.
McDavid had 45 points in 45 games that he played last year. Like, he could have easily been a consideration and definitely could have won it, but Panarin played the full season and had more points.
And Shane Gostisbehere, who also had less games than Panarin.
And Ghost was I don't care what anyone says. Ghost was 98% of the reason why the Flyers made the playoffs last year.
Oh, 100%. If it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have made the bet at all. No way.
He was like a 98% chance.
Were the reasons that they are actually in the playoff consideration last year.
Yeah. So it could have been. It should have went to Ghost, but who had more points?
I still think it went to McDavid, but
yeah, I mean, I almost called you Fisher. Oh my God, Fisher. Yeah, so he just said, say Line ends with 75 points.
Mm-hmm.
Matthews ends with 68. But the Toronto Maple Leafs make the playoffs. Who wins the Calder?
I think it's Line.
Okay. Right?
I still think it's Line. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
All right. I think we've rambled on long enough today after I was wrong.
we
need
JJ,
you have to get ready for your little hockey tournament thingy.
Yeah, we need to get the other two on this show, too.
What?
We need to get the other two on here.
Anji still has yet to make an appearance.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
you know what? It's good. We got to move on from him. He's like an anchor. He brings us down.
It's an anchor, yeah.
He really is an anchor.
Get a third for him. Split ties. Take half his contract. Get him out of here.
Yeah.
He's done in like 3 months anyway.
He's a UFA.
Jeez.
We're all technically, if you look at it, we're all literally unrestricted free agents to the NHL. So
exactly. Hey, we're open.
Hey, I'm open to
I'd have to finish out my college career before I consider an NHL
Whoa.
contract.
So you're telling me right now?
I'm kidding.
Wrong
Obviously,
rider
I'm kidding.
education.
ACHA before the show.
ACHA.
Dedication.
All right. We're going to sign off
All right,
here.
guys.
Catch us on 107.7 The Bronc on Tuesdays at 11. Is that our new time?
I think so.
Yeah, Tuesdays at 11.
Tuesdays on 107.7 The Bronc. You can look it up on Google and listen in live. You can call in. Enjoy the All-Star game. No John Scott this year, which is upsetting, but it'll still be fun seeing Crosby and Ovechkin tear it up.
And Lina.
And
Headline, yeah.
okay. All right. Later.
All right, later.